Hey Johnny, how's it going?
I'm doing great. And you're right, Meg. There were more than 25,000 in attendance for Saturday's homecoming game against South Florida in Temple's Big East opener. And if you like scoring, then this was the game for you. Temple led 9-7 after 2 quarters, but the Bulls would strike on their first drive of the second half to take the lead. But the Owls would strike back quickly. Matt Brown takes 15 yards. Give me mine, he says. He gets in there. There were 4 lead changes in this game. Then midway through the fourth quarter, Montel Harris from 3 yards out, he's going to find the end zone, and that's his first touchdown in a cherry and white uniform, and the Owls go up 30-21. But South Florida just wouldn't go away. B.J. Daniels here, he fights his way, he breaks the plane, and he brings that deficit to just 2 points. With over just a minute left, a roughing the passer call would set up South Florida for a field goal that would give them a 1-point lead and possibly the win. But no, Marcus Green gets up there, he blocks the kick, Anthony Roby picks it up, he takes it back to South Florida territory, and everyone on that sideline just goes crazy. Montel Harris would tack on another touchdown as the Owls win 37-28. 1-0 in the Big East, just feels so good to say that. Coming up later in sports, I'll have the rest of your scores from the weekend, and Rebecca Hendrickson takes a closer look at Steve Adazio's first win in the Big East. Back to you, Marshall.
Thanks.
Well, hello again, Owl fans. Welcome back to the Sports Desk. I'm Johnny Mehler. Coming up, Rebecca Hendrickson highlights the football team's first win in the Big East in 2004. But first, what a weekend it has been for Temple Athletics. Overall, they finished the weekend with a 7-1 record, just dominating the competition. So let's start with some field hockey, shall we? After winning a 2-1 thriller against VCU in their Atlantic 10 opener, the Owls played host to Radnor on Saturday. 5 different players scored for Temple, including sophomore sensation Amber Youtz, who notched her 15th goal of the year. Temple held Radnor to just 1 shot on goal as they come away with a 5-1 victory, improving to 8-6 on this season. The men's soccer team had a busy weekend down at the Ambler Sports Complex. They defeated St. Bonaventure 2-1 on Friday after junior Jake Lister scored the game winner in overtime. The next day, another conference opponent was in town on Saturday, the Dukes. Jake Lister struck first for the Owls, and freshman Jared Martinelli will go on to break a 1-1 deadlock late in the second half, giving his squad another 2-1 victory. Senior Chelsea Tupulua of the women's volleyball team was named the A10 Defensive Player of the Week after leading her team to a 3-0 sweep of LaSalle on Friday. She led all players with 19 digs, averaging just over 6%, and she also chipped in offensively with 3 aces. But we're not finished yet with the weekly honors. For the 3rd straight week, golfer Brandon Matthews has been named the A10 Rookie of the Week. Matthews finished tied for 15th out of 75 at Yale's McDonald Cup, shooting just 2 over par. And running back Montel Harris was named the Big East Offensive Player of the Week for his performance against South Florida on Saturday. He finished with 133 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns en route to a 37-28 victory. After being expelled from the Big East back in 2004, the Owls had a chance to prove they belonged back in the conference, and they did just that. Rebecca Hendrickson has more.
Temple returned home to the Link to battle South Florida in the homecoming game.
It was a big game for the university, homecoming. So we got to play in front of some of our teammates from the past, some of the guys that we've played with, and some guys and some guys that have played in the past played through the tough times. And it was good to get a win for all those people that stuck through the tough times.
It was a homecoming of all sorts as Temple returned home to the Big East with a win full of emotion.
This is a great win for our program. It's an emotional win. It's Temple back in the Big East Conference, our first Big East game, making a statement that our program is headed in the right direction.
This 37-28 victory marked the Owls' first Big East win since 2004 when they were kicked out of the conference. Adazio credits this success from hard work and determination from his team.
I thought our kids came out and they were just scratching and fighting and clawing and playing as hard as you can possibly play and not relenting.
Fighting especially hard for the Owls was transfer running back Montel Harris, who was named Big East Offensive Player of the Week for his efforts on Saturday.
It just meant a lot being out there, being able to compete with my teammates after a long season of watching and not being able to play. Coming back out there, it was just a great moment for us.
While the game resulted in many individual victories for the players, Adazio recognizes the win as a team effort.
It was just great sticking together, sticking like a family. That's what we did. And I'm just so happy that we felt some of the fruits of those good characteristics.
The Owls hope to keep this momentum going as they travel up to UConn this Saturday. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Rebecca Hendrickson.
It'll be all aboard for Temple football on Saturday when they head to Connecticut for Saturday's game. They're actually traveling by train. First time the program's done that since 1936. And we'll have all the updates on Twitter. Follow us at TU_sportsdesk. And hopefully they keep the momentum going and win the game.
Absolutely, that's impressive. It reminds me when the basketball team took the subway down to the Wachovia Center.
It's good luck, I'm telling you. It's good luck. Thanks, Johnny.